You like the hat, Airplane Willie? Oh, I'm humbled, flattered even. All right, as you can hear, we got a different intro track. How about that? Finally added a few more in here. Of course, this is another one made by yours truly, Dark Match Steve, the GOAT. How does that make you feel? What does that music do to your body? You can be honest. You can tell me if it arouses you. All right. Fucking bullshit. Internet problems, dude. All right. So we're here, Dark Match Steve, up in the fucking house. Okay. Fucking Spectrum. Don't get me started on Spectrum. I already started, I guess. Here we go. Spectrum fucking me over. Dude, I don't know what the fuck happened. My internet connection has just been getting worse and worse. Had me stressed the fuck out. I mentioned this kind of passively, whatever I'm stupid. So anyway, I mentioned this the other day, just didn't really go into detail. But I used to get my internet for free. I was on the Spectrum plan, and it's because I live in the hood. Okay, and so they just like I don't know what the fuck I guess we called I just YouTube coughs up blood every 5 minutes. Yeah. But bro, we called hold on, Airplane Willie. Bro, I'm glad you're trying your own thing. I feel like I've been saying for a while you are talented enough easily to not depend on the BRN. Well, I don't want to depend on anybody. I mean, I'm not making any money here yet. I'm just trying things out here. The live aspect. Some of y'all might know I still have, I guess. I haven't been paying the what's it called? Whenever you're putting a podcast, it's not a streaming site. I forget the term they use for it, but anyway, the hosting, that's what it is. The hosting site. I used to you have to pay, but yeah, and I had my podcast going for a little bit. I think I only had like 7 or 8 episodes, but I would do like sort of not super deep, but deep-ish dives on conspiracy related stuff. And I mean, it's a lot of fun doing that shit. And I would easily go for 2 hours just, anyway, it's like when it's frustrating sometimes with some of the theories and stuff. They get completely misrepresented by, not just the mainstream, but other people who you think would maybe know more or something. And every time I hear some issue that I know about misrepresented, a conspiratorial type of issue, misrepresented someplace, they would always frustrate me. So I started to do my own podcast thing, and the live aspect of this is a little more nerve-wracking. But yeah, doing the prep is different and whatever. It's a whole different deal. So I'm just trying it out. I mean, whatever. Um, I don't know what to say about my relationship with the BRN. It's weird. I don't know. I don't even know where we're at. Brian Matroni asked a few times for me to come in and co-host on a Wednesday for 4 hours. Bubba has a rotation of people, and he kept asking Bubba about that every week. And he asked the first time, and he said, "I'll think about it a week." And then I called in a week later to ask, and he's like, "Oh no, I don't think so. Whatever. It's complicated, but no, dark match. No, we're not gonna do that. I got Tuttle and Tara and Tom Bean. Gonna get Tom Bean in here. He's gonna talk about dominoes." Anyway, so I was told no, but then Brian kept asking, and I don't know why Brian would risk his reputation on being a recommendation for me, but anyway. And then the last time when Bubba, it was like every week I would just get pissed off because it would get brought up again and Bubba would say no. And it's like, I get it. I feel more and more jobbed out every time it gets brought up and then shot down. And it happened like 4 weeks in a row or some shit. And then some week Bubba finally gave in and was kind of like, but and it's like every time it gets brought up, he's like, "What, dark match Steve in here? What's he gonna do?" Like, if it's like that, then whatever. I'll just fat pig, no comment. Yeah. Um, but whatever. I don't have any ill will towards anybody. I'm just doing my thing over here. I have control. I don't have to, whatever. I don't have to feel jobbed out. Even if I don't have anybody watching live, that's okay. I'm still doing a show. And as you can see, I mean, some of them are, for a page as small as mine, are getting a fair amount of clicks and stuff. So, it's whatever. I'm having fun over here. I'm doing my thing. Um, I don't know what the situation is at the BRN. I'm honestly, if I'm being real, and we'll move on from this subject. um, Wait, hold on a second. What's Airplane Willie saying? This is another thing that will give me a BRN black eye, but Bubba loves you as long as you are providing content at no cost to the BRN. Whatever. Yeah, like I said, I don't have any ill will. I know whatever Bubba likes getting the parody songs, and I guess I'll keep sending them as long as he wants them. As long as I have time for it and stuff. Again, I want to do my own thing, but I think my own thing includes doing more parody songs, and it might be a little bit more. My stuff might be more geared towards mainstream events and topics and politics and stuff like that, instead of stuff about the show, about the Bubba the Love Sponge show. And again, it's not any ill will or whatever. Part of the thing, and I love them, and it's still like my favorite show. I don't get to watch it as much because I'm sometimes I'm up late working on my own stuff, and then I can't get up for the show and whatever. But I said this in a YouTube comment on one. I think I may have said this to Airplane Willie. Maybe it was a comment you left on YouTube and I replied, but something about, I took a screenshot. I didn't save timestamps, but I took a screenshot of the moment from the podcast where it was a Clement Kush. And this was when Anna got fired and the whole Blitz situation got blown way the fuck up. Everybody was finding out what happened, and Anna got fired, and there's these funds freed up at the BRN, as it was put. And on Clement Kush, for one thing, number one, my song, I don't know if it still is because I haven't listened to the podcast in a long time, but my song was the intro song to this to this show. So they start the show with my song playing, and then the episode, for the most part, is about positions opening up at the BRN. And, I'm not going to say, anybody that's involved with them doesn't deserve it, the people that they brought on and stuff. I don't think and wouldn't say that. But it was just fucked up, like hearing other podcasts and people brought up to be part of the BRN and contribute more and get in the fold, as it was said. And my name didn't get brought up at all. I mean, I feel like I get it. There's two other parody guys. They've kind of been on a little bit of a hiatus, but I get it. There's other parody guys that send stuff in, but I've kind of been the top dog for a little bit, and I've been really consistent with it. And Seth and Bubba talk about bringing on the Tiggs Bits guys, and Blasie's cool as fuck. He's always been really nice to me. So again, I'm not talking shit about anybody. Y'all deserve to be there. If Bubba likes your stuff and Seth and whoever, then you deserve to be there. I got nothing against it, but you know, Seth said he hadn't even, and this might be a work, but they both said that they hadn't even listened to the Tiggs Bits show, but they just knew that they mentioned Bubba once in a while. And so, yeah, why not bring him on? And I'm just like, what the fuck have I been doing? Dedicating literally a high percentage of my creative time, for whatever the fuck that's worth. And for this will be 5 years. This will be my if they let me come to BARP and give me a ring, this will be my 4th ring. And the first year that I did the songs for them, I didn't get a ring. So I just off the top of my head, it's 5 years. And whatever. And other people are brought up before me. I felt a little bit insulted that it's like I've dedicated, listening to the show as someone that's going to contribute. And some people might just be like, oh yeah, Dark Match Steve thinks he's hot shit, like, so he's going off. This is like the real deal, the way I'm explaining it here. To listen to the show and enjoy the show as a listener is completely different than listening to the fucking show to try to make songs and contribute and whatever. It takes a lot of different kind of focus. It's not a passive, like, just listening and hanging out in the chat and stuff. And that's loads of fun to do with the Bubba Show. I mean, it's a shitload of fun, but then it's like I said, it's different. Fuck, is my connection getting bad? Son of a bitch. Anyway, so yeah, I was just a little bit insulted about kind of getting shafted, not shafted, but just not considered at all. And then every time it's brought up and I've called in about it, it's like I'm a fucking Make-A-Wish kid or something. If it's just not a good feeling. So, whatever. Anyway, again, no. Okay, connection is good. Alrighty. Yeah, dude, I'm grinding my ass off. I'm doing my thing. So whatever. We'll see where it takes me. All right, let's get into some of this Adin Ross shit. Let's get off the subject of whatever BRN drama. So yeah, I don't know what to think about this fucking Trump bullshit with Adin Ross. This guy, again, not in the same way as Mr. Beast, but Adin Ross doesn't pass the sniff test for me. First off, he looks like he smells really fucking bad, for one thing, to be literal in the sense of sniff test. But yeah, anyway, let's get into some of this shit. I'll pull this up. I wonder if I'm kind of worried that I'll get taken down for trying to watch long form some of this fucking interview, but we'll see here. Hold on. I got some other clips and stuff. I mean, if I have issues, I'll jump back on and we'll go from there. This. Oh, all right. Let me screen share. Let's get this going. So yeah. Anyway, Adin Ross. I have some other clips about him. We can. I don't know if I should go through some of this other shit first. Love to hear how you keep in shape. Like you are. For some people, that shit is like impossible, no matter what the diet is. Yeah, so this is my second day back to working out since I injured my hip. I fucked my leg up and then went for a run and fucked it up worse. So anyway, but yeah, dude, I'm going to try to get bigger. It's so hard for me to keep on weight. Like I can get belly fat and stuff, but to put on muscle weight is really difficult for me. So anyway, I did biceps today. They look pretty good. But all right, let's see. I'll pull up Twitter. Again, I had a connection issues before earlier, so I kind of got fucked over. I would have had all of this fucking prep done. And where the fuck is my inbox? Okay, got it. Yeah, I would have had all this prep done. We'd be ready to go. And but yeah, fucking my connection completely fucked me over. Share screen. All right. What do we look like here? What's our display? Okay. Yeah, so I got a few clips just to show some of the concern and other people's concerns as well that this guy is like Illuminati. He started streaming on YouTube. Adin Ross started streaming on YouTube 2018, 2019. So just a few short years, and this guy gets a fucking interview with Donald Trump. And on top of it, this guy is dumber than Kamala Harris, possibly. Okay. Again, it doesn't pass the sniff test. This whole thing, Gene Lasker, great interview with Trump. Yeah, we're going to get into it in a minute here. So yeah, here's a few concerning clips, and some of it is just his reaction to stuff, but let's see. Is it
figure things out, you know? It's not that I don't figure things out, you know? It's not that I don't accept you, my brother. It's not that. It's not that.
Okay, so here he's talking to another streamer, Fauci, I think his name is. I don't follow this guy, but anyway, and he confronts him about some Illuminati bullshit.
You can figure things out, you know? It's not that I don't accept you, my brother. It's not that. It's not that.
I gotta talk to you about something important.
Tell me, man. Tell me.
Okay, so I own a business now. It's called G7. G7 is basically like, well, you know, when you join the Illuminati, you're like part of a special group. Come on, the Illuminati you went to last year before they let you stream with all the celebrity people and stuff. Remember that?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know who you're talking. I'm not a streamer, man. You know me. I'm an engineer. I don't know what you're talking about. You know?
Bro, the guy's reaction is the thing that is concerning to me. He seems fucking guilty here, and again, you can't prove anything. I don't know if that is Barron set it up. Yeah, Gene Lasker. I don't know if this is the real Gene Lasker. But what's up, dude? It's an honor if this is a real Gene Lasker. It's an honor to have you. Thanks for checking out the stream, even if this is a fake Gene Lasker, even if this is Carrie Underwood posing as Gene Lasker, and you're looking for Hootie's fucking Facebook page, and you stumbled here. That's okay. We'll we're glad to have you. But yeah, so this clip right here, he gets confronted. His reaction is just too nervous. And this guy gets like this every single fucking time someone brings this up. And for some reason, it's a trend that this keeps getting brought up. And I don't know. It could obviously be these other streamers are just trolling him. I just don't know. Like, it truly does not make sense that this guy went in a few short years of playing some like NBA basketball game that he would play live. Here's a little bit more schizo shit. They think that I didn't watch this. This is supposed to look like the Freemason symbol, I suppose. Look at all Shaq. Let me tell you, I got this big ass ring here. You know what this ring mean? This ring, it mean I'm a Freemason. That's why I own J.C. Penney, the General Insurance, and Michael Jackson's song "Beat It." Did you see that? George Washington had a Freemason cock ring. That's what that is right there. The Queen! Doja Cat. Doja Cat's a Satanist. Now we're mirroring images. We're starting to get a little bit more into the iffy area. Not sure if Elon Musk is Freemason. Oh, well, that's a nice picture. Anyway, let's back out of this. What other shit did I have on here?
Happy to be in the situation what I'm about to say. August 5th, which is next Monday, I have a stream with the President Donald Trump. We've been working on this for weeks, months. It's officially locked in. We will have a live stream with President Donald Trump on August 5th. It's gonna be insane. It's gonna be probably around like 1 p.m. Eastern time. I'll have a stay up to date on my socials.
I just hope it's as obvious to everybody else that this is Orbital Orbs. What's up? What's up? Thanks for joining in the chat. Guess why what? I don't know. Guess what am I guessing about? Who what is? Oh, Orbital Orbs. I have no fucking clue who you are. I was just about to ask that. Let's see. Holyoke Joe. Or Hootie. All right, I'm going to go back to this for a second. So, yeah, obviously, this is fucking some fake Fed setup bullshit. It concerns me to see Trump affiliate so recklessly with people like this guy. Again, I said I don't distrust this man as much as fucking Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast just had the most obvious fake ass smile. The giveaway with this guy is that there is a hamster on a wheel in his head and it's got 3 broken legs. Okay? That's what's going on in here. So why does this guy have an interview with Donald Trump? This is obviously some fucking, pay to play, set up bullshit. I don't know if this was Trump's idea, whose idea. Adin Ross's fans are not even old enough to vote. I don't get it. What are we doing here? I don't like Trump recklessly affiliating with people. Who the fuck Orbital? This must be Holyoke Joe. Okay. Yeah, so Trump also had a spiritual advisor that was this I only learned like a year ago or less, that Trump had some spiritual advisor that was this Christian pastor that, it was not common knowledge, but it was it was public knowledge, publicly available knowledge that this guy had some kind of inappropriate interaction with a little girl, a 12-year-old or 13. It was like a ridiculously young age to where, nobody in America in their right mind would say it's cool. So this pastor uh did something to this little girl, and even I think when it came to court, there was a bunch of times where this pastor implied, and other people, his followers and whatever, implied that this like little girl who was like 13 or something. Oh, is it Bobby? What's up, Orbital? If you're Bobby, what's up, bro? Or if you're Holyoke Joe, whatever. Um, the pastor implied that this girl seduced him, and so did other people that were defending the pastor. Part of their way of defending him was implying that this girl had seduced the pastor, as being 12 or 13, and apparently, uh, they thought the pastor and these other defenders thought she was real sexy at 12 or 13. It's kind of weird defending it in that way. But anyway, this was Trump's like spiritual advisor or something. This is a legitimate thing. And there's a video of Trump publicly sitting with this guy and his wife at his church, at the pastor's church or something, saying, yeah, I know this man, and I picked this man because of his impeccable reputation. He has got the best reputation. Like, it's even more cringe because Trump kind of went off the script a little bit and was like, he's got the best reputation that there's ever been. Fantastic reputation. And the guy, I'm hoping Trump didn't know that the guy has a reputation for finger banging 12-year-olds or something. I mean, holy fucking shit. So this is a thing where it gets harder and harder for me to defend Trump when he's affiliating with sick fucking weirdos and retards like this.
But it's 100% locked in. And I just got the clearance to announce. And I just want to say thank you so much to the Trump team and everyone that helped me get involved with this. I want to shout out a lot of people as well, but I will towards closer to that stream. I'm just super pumped. Thank you so much to Dana. Dana White really helped me align this together. Thank you so much, Dana. I really appreciate it, man. This could be by far one of the most important streams I've ever done in my life. I also want to shout out to Baron as well.
So what is Kamala Harris going to do? Whose podcast is she going to go on? Breakfast Club? Tell them she loves hot sauce? I'll believe them, or I'll believe her even less than I believed Hillary when she said she loved hot sauce. Okay, so someone tweeted about Trump defending dictators. All right, well, let's get into this full interview with some of this shit in mind. I could go full schizo and pull up this email where I have another link. Well, I might save that for last. So let's get into some of this interview. Adin Ross and Donald Trump, full stream. Hopefully I don't get fucking copyright infringed and kicked off of here. And here we go again. I'm telling you, these people who are selling to these products, they're telling them, oh, we do targeted advertising. We use artificial intelligence to do targeted ads so you can reach your true customers that are already like pizza. I don't know what is this ad for. I'll never. Wawa. Wawa. I'm getting a Wawa pizza commercial. Something. This is what I'm talking about, that the AI and the algorithms, they don't work as well as they claim that they do. What part about me looking online for the best places to get organic food, what part of my Google searches for organic food makes these fucking idiots think that I'm going to go get pizza from Wawa? They are wasting your fucking money. All right, let's go. I've watched 5 seconds of this. So Epstein was in this very room banging a 15-year-old. Barron Trump, low-key a time traveler. He's already 7 foot tall. He's already taller than the Undertaker. He's a time traveler, according to that book, right? Oh, wow. I'm the best, I broke the website. Someone shot at the website with a sniper rifle. Only grazed it, so it's back up. You know what? He could easily break 1 million if he sends the link out to all the free cell phones that they give the illegals when they jump the fucking border. And we got about 10 million extra ones in the past like year or something. So if he just sends the link out to each one of those Mexicans and Islamic terrorists that snuck through, then he'll easily break the record. Again, remember, this stream right here is mainly being viewed by little stupid kids that are not going to be able to vote. Stealing my face and putting it on stuff. Is that what you're going to do, Gene Lasker, aka Holyoke Joe? Oh, fuck it. Yeah, so keep in mind this. Oh, fuck. I'm not even screen sharing on the right Oh, my God. No one fucking said anything in the chat? No one said anything. Steve, where's this audio coming from? No one said anything. What the fuck are you guys even doing? Okay, here we go. God damn it. Fucking.
A lot of people that are first-time voters watching today.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to make it very clear to everybody that you're a human being. You're a great human being. I want you to basically talk in this camera, talk to them and explain why it's very important as a first-time voter to go out and vote and why they should vote for you.
I'd love to do that, and I love having a young audience. This is young. I think you have some oldsters too, because I also know some oldsters that are listening and watching. But it's about the American dream. Right now, you don't have the American dream. We have a country that's not respected, a country that's being laughed at, a country that just a little while ago were having a stock market explosion in a negative way as opposed to a positive way. And that's been happening.
Why is Trump's audio so fucking awful? It sounds like the mic they're using, someone's swinging it over their head like a lasso, and you're only picking up every 3 words. The fuck is going on?
For quite a while. It's been simmering and really happening for
Right when I say that, he moves the mic. Holy fuck.
quite a while. And we're going to make this country so strong and so great. And when you're ready for your job, you're going to get a great job, so you can make the kind of money this guy's making, maybe even more if that's possible.
I'm trying to get like you, boss.
But you'll love your life and you'll be
I just want to get like you, Trump. I just want to get pissed on by prostitutes.
successful. And at a young age, it's really wonderful to think about the American dream. And with Kamala and Joe, I took him out. He was we had a debate, and the debate didn't go so well for him. And they sort of what they did, it was really a coup of somebody. He had 14 million votes. He had it, and all of a sudden they went to him and they said, "We don't want you running anymore." And it's sort of like a prize fight from my standpoint. Here, you're focused on this one man,
Right.
and all of a sudden you're fighting somebody else. But she's
Joe, we don't want you running anymore. You can barely fucking walk.
actually worse than he is. And you're starting to see that. I think people are going to see that it's going to be very evident. So go out. We want the American dream. We're going to give you the American.
Remember, last night we played all those clips. Kamala wants to ban assault weapons and look up what assault weapons means and universal background checks. We got into all that stuff at the end of the show last night. So real sketchy stuff with Kamala. Again, I'm not 100% as much thrilled with Trump as I used to be, but keep that in mind about Kamala, that she campaigned on that for a long time.
American dream, and you're going to be real happy. Thank you.
I have another question, and again, Mr. President, I'm not really fully into politics, but I'm getting there, and I do want to make this very clear as well. Now it's on my mind. Back when I was I went to high school in California, okay? And a lot of the teachers were basically at the time, this is your first term. They were telling me how horrible a person you are and all these things. And the teachers, you're not supposed to do that. It's inappropriate to have teachers, discuss politics in school. But it's becoming really normal for a lot of teachers. And you're a kid. When you're a kid, your brain is like a sponge.
That's true.
So I want to know what
the teachers have gone way past dogging Trump to straight up telling kids to cut their penises off. We've completely lost control here, okay?
thoughts on that, kind of the corruption in the school system in a way. They're teaching some pretty bad stuff in there.
It's been brainwashed to a certain extent. Even the teachers have been brainwashed. They've learned from a long time. This is long before me. This liberal way, or now they call it progressive. They don't like the term liberal. You're not allowed to use that anymore, so I usually use it. But this liberal way that they have, and it's a bad thing for the country. We want to have borders. We want to have low taxes. We want to have great schools, really, great schools, so you can go and learn and be successful and have a wonderful life and all of that. But we want to have a good military so we can protect ourselves,
of course,
from some bad players. You got some bad players out there. And, it's interesting. During my 4 years, we had no war. Other than we had nothing. Everybody was afraid we're going to have wars. And just the opposite. North Korea, I remember Barack Obama telling me, the biggest problem we have is North Korea. I didn't have a problem with North Korea.
No.
Big nuclear presence. I didn't have a problem.
I went to North Korea. I had Korean barbecue. It was all good.
The war we had was already started long ago, and that was ISIS. And I defeated them in a very short amount of time.
I remember.
Very quickly. And we had no war.
ISIS is back, baby. We need Trump back to take care of ISIS. Oh, yeah.
Wars under the Trump administration, and that's a great thing. That's a really great thing. It was, I think, 82 years since that's happened, and we won't have wars again, but we could have a war before we even get there. That's the problem. We have a number of
So this is one of the concerns. I don't know if anyone else has seen anything about this, but some people are concerned about Trump's relationship with Netanyahu and how close he's getting with Israel, and openly stating he's going to give Israel more power in Congress and stuff like that. You know, again, I don't want to say the anti-sasa word, but anyway, look, don't feel guilty because you question systems of power and why there's certain people in our government. Why do we need dual citizens in working within our government? Why? Oh, why? I don't give a fuck what country it is, China or who the fuck ever. Why do we need them?
Of months. We have 4 months, and the election's starting very soon, and I guess 5 months before you actually.
Oh my God. Oh,
It is no measure of sanity to be.
Now, this is a targeted ad. They got this one right. I've never clicked on this website, but they play Graham Hancock and stuff on here. I don't know.
Well adjusted to an insane society. I was born in 1947.
It's society that's crazy, not me.
Get in, and a lot of damage can be done in 5 months by incompetent people. We have very incompetent people right now, and I'm not saying that out of happiness. I'm saying that out of sadness, because our country's in tremendous danger, not only of stock market crashes or depressions or whatever it may be. It's a tremendous military danger. We have Israel's blowing up, the Middle East is blowing up, Russia's going wild with Ukraine. And things are out of control, and we have nobody that knows how to talk. We have nobody that knows. I was watching when Russia was thinking about going in, and they never would have done it with me. They never, and they didn't. But they never. After I got in, they started loading up the border. I thought he was doing it for negotiation purposes, and Biden said all of the wrong things, everything wrong, and ultimately,
this is what I'm worried. Oh God! Every dollar we're gonna save from sending to Ukraine. Every dollar we don't send to Ukraine will be sent to Israel. That's one of the concerns here.
they attacked, and they wouldn't have done that if I were president. So we got to get back in and get it straightened out. We'll get that one worked out.
100%.
A lot of people dying.
Yeah, it's a lot of innocent lives being lost. You had mentioned the stock market crashing. I don't know if you obviously, I saw the post you made on your app Truth. What I just saw yesterday and the day before, I'm in crypto and I'm in stocks myself, and I couldn't believe what's going on. You have Japan, you have everybody just falling. And I want to ask you, how do we basically get it back up and flowing and back up and running? And, and what's causing this?
Well, right now you have no confidence. You have somebody that now is taking over from Biden because he just wants to stay in bed all day. He can't get up. He wants to stay in bed. It was a fraud. They tried to tell people he was competent. He knew what he was doing.
Biden is dead. Stop kidding yourself.
And in the debate, he was adjudged to be not so good.
Yeah.
But you can go back 4 years, too. He campaigned from his basement. He didn't campaign. I said, where is this guy during COVID? They used COVID as an excuse not to let him talk.
Yeah.
The whole thing was a fraud, and everybody knew it, and they knew it strongly. And we're going to get it going again. We have to get it going again. They put us in a very bad position. The worst thing is we have probably, I think, Adin, 20.
The mic they have for Trump is worse than the mic I'm using. What the fuck is even... This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm talking about. I'm sorry, Adin Ross just seems like a fucking idiot, and his producer is too.
20 million people.
Get it together. It sounds like the mic is on a lasso, so you hear like every like couple words that he says, you can hear it pretty well. What is happening?
Came into our country with open borders, and many come from prisons, and you can be a liberal and your people can be, but coming from some of the meanest prisons all over the world, not just South America, from all over the world, from the Congo and Africa, they come from all over the world, they're coming. and they're releasing their prisoners into the United States. Now, you can be a liberal guy, you can be progressive.
We're going to be the next Australia. The whole country is just going to be criminals from other countries that make up America, and all the law-abiding people are going to move somewhere or get killed. Once they take the guns, they'll just kill us all.
As anybody in the world, and you can't think that's a positive thing.
No.
They're coming out of mental institutions. They're pouring into the United States, and they're hurting and damaging our country, and they're killing our people. And the crime rate with what you're talking about and what we're talking about, we call it migrant crime. It's a new form of crime, and it's a very violent crime. And it's going to take on proportions the likes of which this country has never seen before. And remember, these people are just getting accustomed. These are people coming out of mental institutions, prisons and jails, and many terrorists. We're having record numbers of terrorists coming in. So I'm talking, I assume, mostly to a young audience, but
look, the one thing I feel a little bit of sympathy for migrant crime and illegals coming over here, because you know what? Now that I think about it, that was the only way that I used to be able to get weed. And it's kind of crazy if you think about it, how we're all just turning our backs on these Mexicans because they're not bringing weed over anymore. Well, I guess they're bringing fentanyl now. So you know what? Fuck them. But still, it's like, damn, bro. I used to need all you guys hustling at that border, getting through. Bring me my weed. Now you're coming over, taking my jobs and lacing the cocaine.
a young audience, no matter where they're coming from, they can't be happy about this.
No, they can't. Jobs are being taken, a lot of crime. So what President Trump, what do we do to fix that issue? What if
Airplane Willie? No, I don't have a medical card. And the weed I was talking about is just CBD. It's completely legal what I smoke.
What if I happen to be born in another country and I want to come the right way? How would that work?
Well, that's what we want. We want people to come in, but they have to come in through a system, through a legal system. And one of the things that's unfair is we have hundreds of thousands of people that have applied to come in, and this administration doesn't talk to them.
Right.
But if they walk through the southern border, they have no problem getting in. I don't even know why they're doing this, but some people are waiting 10 years to come in, and they've studied. They learned all about the United States, about our Constitution, about everything, and they're not being let in. And we're allowing people to come in from really rough places, really bad places, and they come in through caravans. And these caravans have 10, 20, 30,000 people, and they're pouring through Mexico.
That's crazy.
And Mexico was great when I was there. They were helping us.
Adin Ross doesn't even know where Mexico is. Trump's like, they're pouring over from Mexico. He's like, they're swimming over? They're swimming from Mexico? Wow. I bet they used big rafts, huh? Where do they get those rafts from? The cartel? This guy has no clue what's happening right now. Why did he get this interview?
Stay in Mexico. You can imagine what that is. That means you have to stay in Mexico. You can't come into this country until we...
He does not even know what Mexico is. That little hamster in his head with 3 broken legs does not know the meaning of Mexico.
Approve you. They gave it up. Now they just walk right in. Wow. They had catch and release. We had catch and release. That's you catch a criminal and you release him into our country. I said, no. We catch a criminal and we release him into Mexico. I think you feel better about that.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
It's one of those things. There's so many things. They are so bad. It's like amateur night. It's either amateur night or they want to destroy our country.
Right. Do you what do you think about what's going on in Venezuela? The whole situation out there.
Here we go. This is the clip that the lefties are sharing on Twitter. Trump is a dictator. Here we go. Buckle up.
Well, I know it very well. And Venezuela is right now being run by a dictator. We were enemies with Venezuela. Venezuela was going to collapse, and people could have gone back to Venezuela. They're in our country now. They've released tremendous numbers of criminals into our country. If you look at Caracas, it was known for being a very dangerous city, and now it's very safe. In fact, the next interview we'll do it in Caracas, Venezuela, because it's safer
down.
than many of our cities after they've released their criminals into all of our cities.
Yeah,
And I'm kidding.
I know.
The reason I have to say that, because the fake news media knows that too, but they'll say, he suggested they go to Venezuela. They are so bad, it's hard to believe. But anyway, so Venezuela.
What the fuck? Oh my God. Was he really just joking through that whole thing? I won't make us watch the whole clip again, but what the fuck? He just said he was joking, and everybody totally clipped, edited that out of the clip that's going around on Twitter. That's really funny. That was the other clip that was in my DMs that I didn't open up at the beginnings. People sharing Trump talking about Venezuela. All right, let's keep it going here. But that's funny. People are definitely sharing that out of context. And if he's really joking here, I mean, at least he could. Sometimes the truth comes out in jokes. That's also a problem. So, let's keep going.
Their crime is down 72% because they've taken their criminal elements, which are large. It was a very dangerous place, especially Caracas and the different cities, and they've moved them into the United States of America. I know you're very happy. I know that your mother and father must be thrilled when they hear that.
Yeah.
Who happen to be here, I believe.
They are. They're right over there. Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad.
Are you thrilled with what they're doing? I don't think so.
No. At Mint Mobile, we like to do the
Mint
opposite
Mobile.
of what Big Wireless does. They
Never,
charge you a lot.
Ever.
We charge you.
Never, ever will I get Mint Mobile. Bad ad. This is not a targeted ad, but Mint Mobile is being charged by YouTube for this targeted ad. There we go. Another one bites the dust.
I don't think they're thrilled. I don't think so.
Okay, so in this clip, dude, I haven't watched any of this debate, but I just figured it out. Trump is complaining about Venezuela's crime rate coming down because they're sending criminals here. And the clip that people are sending around on Twitter implies that Trump is praising the leader of Venezuela for being a dictator and saying, oh, their crime is down because he's a dictator. So that being a dictator must be a really good, way to run things. When here it seems he's just implying that they're sending the criminals here, and that's why the crime's down. Let's keep going and see if he elaborates anymore. But I think I just solved this case.
So their crime rate is down 72%.
Right.
Because they're drug dealers, they're criminals, they're murderers, they're rapists. Everything's being moved into the United States. And soon they will have moved all of their criminals.
Is he wrong? Where's the lie? Millions of fucking people pouring over the border. Where's the lie?
Into the U.S. They won't have crime. So that's why I say we'll go to Venezuela for our next interview. Okay. It's a very serious problem. I mean, honestly, what they're
That is crazy. People are sharing that. I saw multiple people share that clip, so I grabbed it to go over it, and here it is in full context. And it's it means completely the opposite.
doing to this country, they're destroying our country, Aiden. They're destroying stupid people. He's not a smart man. He wasn't smart 35 years ago. He wasn't smart 20 years ago. And now he's really not smart.
No.
And you saw that from the debate. I mean, he's really gone down the tubes. And she couldn't even pass her law exam. She couldn't.
We beat healthcare. We beat healthcare. We beat Medicare.
Pass her bar exam. And I'm not saying that because I know other people didn't pass their bar exam, but she thought she'd never be able to pass it. And this is who we have running our country. It's a shame. She's ultra left,
Orbital, thank you for the support, bro. Thank you for chilling in the chat. I hope that is Bobby. That's my dude, Bobby. Fucking kicks for guns, my dude. I hope that's you. Thanks for hanging, guys. I appreciate it.
ultra radical. I just see where 99 vicious terrorists, when she was, I guess, Attorney General, because she was Attorney General of California, she destroyed California. Her policies have destroyed California. Her policies, when she was the district attorney, have destroyed San Francisco. San Francisco was the best city in our country 20 years ago. And now it's, not even, frankly, it's not even livable. We have to bring our cities back. We're going to have to focus on bringing our cities back.
It's actually really sad. I lived in California for a long time. Even Los Angeles, it's not safe. It's not safe. Everyone I know that lives in multi-million-dollar, homes that do what I do, content, they're getting robbed. They're getting robbed. The police don't really, they're not active out there as they are in some other states, and it's really sad. And I agree. I saw a video in San Francisco where people just walk into a Louis Vuitton and an Apple store and just loot, and leave like nothing ever happened. It's crazy.
They loot, and not only that, they have like $1,000 or $1,500.
Being a pothead, you have to know. I've been smoking since I was in I waited smoking bud until sophomore of high school. I smoked cigarettes since I was like 12 or 13, like a complete degenerate. Anyway, I waited on bud a little bit. Started when I was in like sophomore year. So think about that. I've been smoking that long. So of course, when I was younger, growing up in Florida, cannabis completely illegal, scared to get busted all the time. Almost got busted a bunch of times, got busted once, had to pay a shitload twice, and had to pay a shitload to attorneys and stuff. Not a lot, but a few $100s. And all of that. And growing up through that shit, I was always like, man, I want to go out to California, bro. California seems so cool. And, you see everything on TV was always like, portrayed California as just the fucking bee's knees, and like you just had to go. It's so beautiful. It's so fucked up how that has changed in my lifetime. Like it should take like several generations for something like that to happen, to go straight up from like a destination for me in life personally to number one, I don't really care to go that much. I'm not that big of a pothead anymore, but would still love to go for that aspect. But I don't like going places without a firearm, and I can't bring it with me. And on top of that, you guys just let criminals out of jail I mean, it would be different if like the crime rate was like incredibly low and it was a known thing, that they were strict on crime and violent criminals weren't just running around crazy in the streets, robbing Louis Vuitton stores. If that was the case, I'd feel different about it. But, I don't want to go to California with no firearm and, no fucking rights, less rights than illegal immigrants. Anyway, here, let's keep it going.
$1,500 where she started, where she won't even prosecute if it's less than $1,500.
Wow.
So you see these people go in with like calculators and they're adding the stuff that they're stealing because they won't be prosecuted. So that if they get nabbed, they say, no, it's less than whatever it is, $1,000. Right. And she started the concept of that, and it's now spreading. Our country, we need strong leadership. We didn't have stuff like this. When you look at what's happened to this country and you look at other countries, crime rates all over the world are down. You know why? Because they're all dumping their bad people, their prisoners, and all of the people that are bad. They're not only the people on the streets, the people that are in jails. You know what they save by doing that? But they're dumping their prisoners and their criminal elements. They're dumping them into the United States of America. And our crime is going to go through.
All of them? Every country, they're all sending the criminals here? I think Europe's got some problems too, Trump. I don't know. Have you been seeing the same clips on Twitter as I've been seeing? It doesn't look good.
Through the roof. It's going to go through the roof. And, if we win, and I hope we win, we should win, we seem to be winning. And, you can't even imagine that anybody would want these. This has nothing to do with me. Who would want these people? But can you imagine? They're just getting comfortable now, and they're criminals. So they're sort of laying low a little bit now because they're not comfortable. But soon they'll be comfortable, and they'll find that our police they're great.
Yeah.
But they're not allowed to do their job. They're not allowed to be strong, and They could do their job if they were let, but if they do their job, they have their pension knocked out. They have their car taken away, their family taken away, their house taken away. Everything's taken away and they lose their job. It's a very rough thing.
Just for taking a knee, it's all taken away. Just because they took a knee.
Being a policeman today, I'll tell you, but they could do the job. We're going to have to let them do their job. We have a crime-infested nation. We're a drug-addicted nation, and we're a crime-infested nation. Other than that, we're doing great.
Yeah. I want to move topics a little bit here. You know, I saw, I'm unfamiliar with exactly what it was called. You were speaking on stage with 3 other women, and you just got ambushed. They were late, and not a hi, hello, how are you? Just straight into it, just straight trying to rip you apart. And I think you handled it pretty well. But I wanted to ask you a question, like, why do you think like they just straight up do that for you? But then they're going to ask the other side, oh,
I sped this up a little bit because anyway, we need to get through this.
what's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
That's right. Well, I did this as a favor. This was the black journalists. The room had maybe 2,000. It said 2,000. It looked more like 1,000 to me, but whatever it was packed.
Yeah.
And I did it because I thought it was a good thing to do. And they had a journalist. I didn't know who she was, but she was nasty. She was a terrible person. And I walk in, and instead of saying, hello, thank you very much for doing this, they also said, Kamala's going to do it. But then Kamala said, she wants to do it because she can't talk to people. She can't answer questions. She hasn't done one interview. You know, she's not doing any interviews.
Yeah.
Because if she did one interview where hard questions, she's incapable of answering it. But I walk in, and this woman starts talking about, she talked about, let's get rid of the elephant in the room. And she starts talking about racism and everything. I said, you didn't even say hello to me. And I'm doing them a favor by doing this. I'm doing this out of respect to the black community. And we're getting record numbers, as you know, in the black community. And she came across, you know, she's with ABC Fake News, which is one of the worst. ABC is one of the worst.
Right.
And she is horrible. So she was very nasty. Harris Faulkner was there. She was excellent. The other person I didn't know, she was okay. I wouldn't say she was great, but she was okay. But I did it. And it was quite a sensation. Actually, a lot of people think it was well handled. The woman was so rude.
So rude.
That, you know, it's hard to believe you can walk into a thing, and I do them a favor and I do this. Most people said, why are you doing it? I feel I have an obligation to do it. I want to look with it. You become the president for all.
Do you want to eliminate escapism like porn, video games, and binging social media so you can finally get locked in with the laser focus and discipline you need to reach your biggest
of the people? Right. Not for.
All right, here's the clip. I just pulled this up real quick. Let me screen share this other page. Well, the famous clip he's talking about. Hold on, let me get to my Twitter here. This fucking shit. This is the best shit ever. I love it. No other fucking pasty old white guy could come into a room full of black reporters or whatever and just completely own it in front of these, with these the black reporter interviewing him, trying to paint him as a racist, and then Trump turn around and say that Kamala isn't black enough, which is what every other black person thinks about Kamala, okay? No one else could do this but Trump. This is what I'm saying. Even though I have my concerns with him, it's gold like this that I can't resist it. I can't help but just look at it and be like, wow, that's so fucking amazing.
Is she Indian or is she black?
She is always identified as a black woman. She went to a historically black college.
I respect either one, but she obviously doesn't, because she was Indian all the way, and then all of a sudden she made a turn and she became a black person.
Just to be clear, sir, do you believe that?
I think somebody should look into that too when you ask, continue in a very hostile, nasty tone. Is she Indian or is she black?
She is always identified as a black.
Oh my God. The way that they try to reel it in and then he doubles down. Holy fucking shit, that is funny. God damn. All right, let me get us back to the interview.
A certain segment,
Correct.
Not even for just my, they talk about my base, it's a very big base, but you become president for all of the people. So I feel you have an obligation to do that. Now, she's not doing anything. She's not doing any interviews because I don't believe she's capable. She starts, I don't know, she's strange. The whole thing is strange. Let's put it this way. Our country's in big trouble.
Yeah. I spoke to your son.
Well said. Big trouble. Well said. Quote from Donald Trump. Our country's in big trouble. So yeah, you better believe if they do another debate, Kamala and Trump, I'm gonna be streaming that live for sure. I will be doing that. Now we'll see what the vibe is, because the last debate they cracked down on everybody for YouTube and whatever, that if you were streaming the debate, they hit you with a copyright infringement, like a steep one, and I'd probably get kicked off. So we'll see how I may have to stream on Rumble and Twitter and Twitch or something if YouTube decides to strictly enforce like they did before. But I'll be covering that debate if they do it.
On Don Jr. When I met you in Doral.
Right.
I spoke to Don Jr. a little bit. He said, man, I feel for the young generation. You guys are look at this. Like, look what's going on here. Like, it's like you need this next 4 years. If not, he's like, I don't.
Orbital, Bobby, we'll do that another night, because this is going to take me forever to get through this video. Zoom you in. I'm using StreamYard. I know I just gotta go to this other page and set up the link and then send the link to you. But it'll take me a minute because I'm seriously stupid. I can barely do this. But we'll do that another night. Someone else the other day asked about doing a video call-ins and whatever, and I'll try to incorporate that at some point. So yeah, let's get through this here.
I don't know how well the country's going to do after these 4 years.
I don't think it survives. I really don't.
Damn.
Look, we're going to have 20 million people in by the time this election takes place. 20 million people. That's bigger than New York State. Many of those people are people that you should not have, and we're all for everything. All men are created equal, as the expression goes. Right?
Of course.
And now today they say all men and women are created equal. When they wrote that, it was a slightly different time. Today, it's that alone is a politically incorrect statement.
Yeah, it is.
So all men and women are created equal. Everything. But the fact is, when you're dumping all of these criminals and all of these drug dealers, all of these people into our country, you're really hurting our country badly. And it has to be, we have to take very strong measures.
We definitely do. We definitely do. Moving to the next. Oh,
I didn't know. I didn't know they were allowed to applaud.
Yeah, they're allowed to applaud. You guys can keep applauding.
All right, that's common sense, right? It is about common sense. I mentioned that term because whether you're conservative, liberal, it's all about common sense.
It is.
You want to have good education. You want to have borders. You want to have low interest rates to be able to buy a house. You want to, so many different things.
I was going to buy some gym shorts that cost me $60 each. But after hearing about this $10 shorts deal, I never looked.
See, they heard me talking about working out, so they're sending gym short ads. But they must have not heard my conversation last night where I said I'm fucking broke. So this is 50-50. It's a shitty ad, but it's also a good ad. So it's a waste of money for this company because I'm not spending any dollars on a pair of shorts. Definitely not $10, but for sure, no fucking dollars am I spending my broke ass on a pair of fucking shorts.
But you got to have common sense, and we're run by people. And just a little thing. When I started campaigning almost like 8 years ago, I talked about Merry Christmas. We should have Merry Christmas again. Let's bring back Merry Christmas. You weren't allowed to say Merry Christmas. I got it back.
It's a nice crowd, huh?
Even if you're Jewish, they like to say Merry Christmas. Every one of my Jewish friends say we love Merry Christmas.
I'm Jewish. I love Merry Christmas.
Good. And Kamala doesn't. Kamala,
she doesn't like it.
She doesn't want you to use.
Wait, hold up. Adin Ross is Jewish? Hold up. What was I saying before about dual citizens and my concern about Trump's relationship with Netanyahu and us saving our funding from Ukraine to only give it to Israel because Trump said he's going to give Israel more power in Congress? I mean, I'm not complaining or anything, but I'm just pointing that out, that it's a concern. Did I go too far already?
Merry Christmas.
Wow.
She thinks it's insulting to use Merry Christmas, so we'll have to work on her.
I wanted to ask you a question. Speaking of, you said something about common sense. Someone who has no common sense, Joe Biden. Do you think he was pushed out, or do you think he made the decision to step down?
No, he was not only pushed out, it was a coup. I'm telling you. They went in to see him. He did badly. The debate was a disaster.
It was horrible.
Okay. I don't know if I was.
The debate was so bad that they tried to kill me afterwards. They said that's the only way they could win is if they kill Trump himself, the man himself, the legend. And I'm the best ever. I dodged that bullet only because God wanted me to dodge it.
Brilliant, or if he was horrible. Maybe it was a combination of both.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah.
I know one thing they were saying after I left. They said, you know, that was one of the greatest debate performances we've ever seen. And then 2 days later, they just said he was terrible. You know,
Right.
they never gave. They took away the great debate performance stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, but no, I mean, I did fine, and he.
No, I didn't see that clip. Somehow that does not surprise me though. But I mean, it's all good. Here on Dark Match Steve's channel, we accept everybody, at least into the chat, and you can subscribe and stuff. But again, our concern is dual citizens within our government, no matter what country or what part of the world that they come from. Got to be careful with dual citizens. Thank you.
He is. He shouldn't have. Look, he's done tremendous damage to our country. He was a terrible president. He was the worst president we've ever had. She's, by the way, considered the most unpopular vice president we've ever had. But she's worse than he is. I actually think he's smarter than her. And I think he's a really not smart person. But I think he's smarter than she is. But she was convenient. She was there. They have better people. I mean, they have much better. In fact, all of the people that she's looking at are considered much better than her. These were people that were thinking about running. They would have run, except that they didn't want to go through this roadblock with her. And, you know, because you're the vice president. So they wanted to go pick him. And I think virtually every one of them is considered better, smarter, would be a better president than her. But we can't allow her to be president. She's going to destroy our country.
She'll ruin it. I mean, already, it's ridiculous what she's saying.
And by the way, the youth is so important because youth tends to be Democrat. And as they get older, they become Republican. That's what's happening. We can't wait 50 years. We can't. Make the move now. All of you young
Israel can't wait 50 years.
people, and he's got a lot of them. All I know is my kids say, Dad, you have no idea how big this interview is. I said, don't tell me that. But make the move now. Don't wait 50 years. Our country doesn't have 50 years.
You know, it's crazy to think about.
Netanyahu cannot wait 50 years for you little kids to grow up and become conservatives. You need to go now and vote for Trump. So Netanyahu is happy. He cannot wait 50 years. Thank you.
I want to ask you a question. She did a rally recently. She had a rapper speak, and then she had a rapper twerk at a rally.
Yeah.
A rapper was twerking at a rally.
Yeah.
I want to know your thoughts on that. You know, it's crazy to me to think that there could be twerking at a rally.
Well, what Hillary did is she would go out and get Bruce Springsteen. He'd get much smaller crowds than I got, to be honest. And he had a guitar, right? I don't have a guitar. But he would fill up a place, and then he'd finish, and they'd all leave, and she'd be speaking. So now Kamala's doing the same thing because nobody wants to go watch her. Nobody.
No.
I mean, she speaks for like a short. Nobody's going to want to watch her, and nobody does want to watch. Now, at least there's a little bit of curiosity. But
it is crazy how they. I saw just small clips on Twitter again. Even though Elon Musk runs Twitter, there's plenty of left-wing Democrat misinformation on there, and they show crowds from a Kamala Harris fucking appearance or whatever, campaign appearance, and it'll be a crowd full of people. And if you don't look into any of it at all, you go like, oh shit, I guess she does have a lot of people there. And I even said that in my head. I was like, damn, I can't believe that many people are coming out for Kamala Harris. But of course, no, it's other celebrities that they bring on that are willing to ruin their reputation and affiliate with bloodthirsty politicians. It's the celebrities that are filling the house for Kamala or Hillary or fucking, Joe Biden didn't care about filling the house. Again, he stayed in his fucking at home. He zoomed in for his fucking campaign. The whole campaign was on Zoom. So he wasn't worried about getting celebrities to come on and go on tour with him. Anyway, let's get back to it.
there's no value really in going and watching her. So what she did is she's gotten a couple of rappers and they fill up the place. But what she does is a little bit different. She has them go last. That's smart. I give So in other words, they want her to finish her speech, get the hell off the stage, and then they can listen to the rap.
Performance starts.
No, it's pretty.
That's kind of smart.
Hillary did. No, I give her credit.
Yeah, give it to her a little
Hillary never figured that out. She'd get some star, and the star would fill up the place, and then the star would leave. They would leave. Everybody would leave. And she's talking to an empty stadium. Anyway,
that's rough. It's rough being any politician except for Donald Trump. No one gives a fuck about any of the other ones across the board. No one gives a fuck about any of the Democrat possible presidential candidates. No one gives a fuck about Mitt Romney or any of the other fucking people that are Republicans. It's literally Donald Trump, the fucking showstopper. It's crazy. He doesn't need celebrities to fill. You know, when Trump campaigned the first time, ran for president, the first campaign appearance that I went to, I wasn't 100% sure that I was going to vote for Trump. I was seriously considering it, but up until a certain point, I supported Trump as a joke. I was completely trolling online, and I go to one of his appearances. It was like at the Florida State Fairgrounds, the first one, and I went with a friend of mine. And I'm like, let's go to you see that they were already telling on the media, they were telling everybody, CNN and whatever, MSNBC, they were like, oh, Trump's lying about how many people are at his appearances. He's lying about the sizes of the crowds. He doesn't really fill fucking football stadiums or whatever. They're like, oh, he's not as great. It's just Trump. He says he has the largest crowds and it's bullshit. So I went to his, I think one of his first appearances in Florida, or not his first, but anyway, my first time going to see him at the Florida State Fairgrounds. I got there. It was something like 30 minutes early, 15 to 30 minutes. I know I was early, and I park my car and walk to go get in the fucking like venue thing he's speaking in, and we're in a fucking line that is like the longest line I've ever been in my whole life, and I was there early, and I'm in the line, and eventually we're seeing people get let in way ahead, and eventually everybody is just watching it on their phone. The rally, the Trump rally, everybody's streaming it on their phones. And we all just realize we're not making it inside. And then eventually Trump goes on to speak and everyone's watching on their phones. And we all just hung out, and it was a cool crowd of people. Everybody was really friendly. And I was like, no fucking way. The media is telling everybody that the crowd sizes are embellished. And here I am. I'm early for a Trump rally and I can't even fucking get inside. And I was like, this is... Everyone on Twitter acts like it's a big joke and no one actually supports Trump. And here we are. I can't even get in here. There's so many fucking people. It's insane. And that's all you need to fill a fucking place like that is Donald Trump. And here the fucking every other not just the Democrats, every other politician's got to fucking use celebrities and shit to pull a crowd.
This is a little better idea.
Yeah. I want to move on to the fun stuff now. I think we've definitely talked on some ideas and policies, excuse me. But I want to move on to fun stuff because you are a fun guy. I've heard a lot from a lot of people how cool you are, especially Dana. Shout out to Dana. I know
Dana.
Yeah, he's
there's nobody like him. I always say everybody can be replaced except Dana, because this guy travels the world looking for fighters. Okay, get me fighters. He doesn't care where from countries nobody ever heard of. And that's where he finds the best fighters. Now he cannot be replaced. He's truly great at what he does.
He's the coolest. I know you're a UFC fan, right?
I am.
Who are like your favorite fighters?
Well, I think Khabib. I mean, how good is Khabib? Do you know who Khabib is?
Of course I know who Khabib is.
Khabib was 29, 28 and 0, and then his father died and he stopped. But I think he never lost. I don't think he ever lost a round. Like he fought many times. He never lost like a round. And I thought he was a great. I got to meet him at a fight 2 fights ago. Because I walk in with Dana. Sometimes I do this walk in, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's where I first met you.
Yeah, that's right. Come to that.
Yeah.
If I didn't get any applause, you wouldn't want me on the show. You said forget it. No, we get big applause. We walk in together.
It's crazy. You shut it down.
I'm sorry, but to be fair, if people made jokes saying Destiny should have Kamala Harris on, which I want to see that happen, even though it'll make Kamala probably, maybe not more popular, but for sure more visible. I'd love to see that happen, but yeah, fucking, this is, I would be fair across the board. If Destiny asked Kamala Harris what her favorite UFC fighter was, I would say, fuck you for such a stupid fucking question. You're interviewing the president, you dum-dum.
No, I met Khabib, and he was very, he came to me and he said, you're the man that can stop the war, because he's talking about the war with Ukraine, Russia.
Of course.
Because he knows they're his people. I mean, on both sides, right? There's so many people dying in that war, and the whole culture is being destroyed. The cities are coming down, they're just pouring.
So the designer just released the Figma for the e-commerce website. How long would it take you to create the web app?
About 5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Yes, I'll just use this tool that converts your designs to apps in like 5 minutes.
I will never use this. I barely know how to use the laptop I'm using. I barely know how to use StreamYard. I'm not using whatever this is. Bad ad, badly targeted ad. This company just got ripped off by YouTube.
Bombs in, and it was amazing. We weren't talking about fighting. We were talking about a different kind of fighting, a much worse kind of fighting. And he was very concerned about that whole thing, that war. He said, you can get it stopped, and I can get it stopped. I will have that stopped before I assume. I will. If I win the election, the first thing I'm going to do is get Putin and get Zelensky. I know them both very well. And get them to make a deal, because it's crazy.
It is.
It's crazy.
It is. And that's...
You know what? It sounds impossible. It sounds ridiculous, but he's probably going to get it done. That's the fucked up part. You can't trust any politician, but Trump lays it out like that, makes it sound so fucking simple, and he's literally probably going to do it. He fucking ate egg rolls with Kim Jong-il. This guy may actually solve the fucking Russia-Ukraine problem.
It's like
it's crazy enough to work. It really is.
Rally's the crowd, huh?
I know. I like this crowd. I like you people. You know what they are, though? They're people that want to see the country do well.
That's it.
It's people that they don't want to see crime.
Right.
They don't want to be mugged, because they're selfish in that respect. They prefer not being mugged, right? But they don't want other people to be mugged, beaten up, shot, and killed. In Chicago on July 4th weekend, they had 117 people shot. Think of this. You live there. 117 people were shot. 17 died. This is in one weekend, July 4th weekend.
Wow.
I mean, nobody wants that. If you're living in Chicago, you have a good chance of, something bad happening when you're going to go buy a loaf of bread, and something really bad could happen. So we don't want to, and they don't want that. The people behind me, who I just met briefly, they're great, but they're like other people. People don't want crime. They don't want to go to wars. They want to be able to make money. They want to be able to have a good life. They want a great education, all the things that you want, just the basic things. And we don't have that now.
It's really sad, honestly.
Think of this, Israel, you're Jewish. Are you a fan of Israel?
Yeah.
It would have never happened. October.
Are you a fan of bloodied, smashed babies? Yeah.
7th would have never happened if I was president. And everybody admits it. Iran was broke. They had no money. I wouldn't let anybody buy oil from Iran. As soon as Biden comes in, he didn't have a clue. He let everything happen. But Iran was totally broke. They had no money. And I wouldn't let them, nobody. China, I said, you buy oil from Iran and you can't do business in the United States.
Adin Ross, for sure has bought land in the Gaza Strip, some building that Israel flattened over there. For sure, he's got his eye on property, probably already has, down payments on property in the Gaza Strip with blood still on the concrete, on the ground. Already invested.
So I said, we'll pass. I mean, that's fine. But I did that with everybody. And we would have had a deal. 100% we would have had a deal. And there would have been no attack. There was no money.
U.S. smash babies too. Yeah. No, I don't like any babies getting smashed. Whoever campaigns on not smashing or killing innocent children, I'll vote for you. I know that's controversial these days, but I'm just putting that out there.
money left. Iran had no money. We would have made it.
Look, I know this. Believe me, please don't think that I'm just some fucking. I've looked into the Israel situation a lot. Okay, I get it. It's complicated. I'm just talking a little shit. Okay, let's not think that I'm some fucking pro Hamas, whatever. Don't get the wrong idea. Okay, I'm not picking sides here. I'm just talking shit about everybody.
We would have made a fair deal for them. I would have loved to have made a fair deal. I'm not looking to, I just want them, they can't have a nuclear weapon. It's very simple. They can't have a nuclear weapon. You cannot let Iran have a nuclear weapon. So what happens is we worked very hard on that. And then he comes in and he allows everybody to go. China now is buying millions, billions and billions of dollars worth of oil. And Iran now is a very rich country. And October 7th would have never happened. And it wouldn't happen because they didn't have the money to pay Hamas and Hezbollah and all of these, they call them instruments of terror, a lot of different names. And so October 7th would have never happened. The recent attack on the park would have never happened. That was so graphic. And so, normally you don't see that. Normally the media.
Adin Ross just learned about October 7th. Adin Ross had no idea what happened October 7th. He just found out about it. He's like, oh, wow. October 7th. Wow. I didn't. This guy. Oh, Adin Ross. I know he's not watching, but look, I'm playing a little bit, buddy. You're cute, okay? You're cute.
Cuts it off, but they didn't have time to cut it off because it was during the day, very public. And you'd see children with their legs cut off. Those initial scenes were so horrible, where a rocket landed in a little soccer field. Just terrible. All of that stuff would have never happened. And we'll get it stopped fast, by the way. We'll get it stopped fast. There's no games.
If he'll get it stopped fast, you know what? Then that's cool. I don't know how he's going to do it. It's probably literally as simple as what he said about having lunch with Zelensky and Putin, okay? It's probably something literally that easy. And Joe Biden nor Kamala Harris will do that. But Trump is going to solve it by having brunch. It's possible. It's crazy enough to work. It really is. Let's hope let's hope get it done fast doesn't mean just dropping a fucking nuke over there. Let's just hope, because that would end it fast too. But let's hope that's not an option on the table that he's considering in this brain here.
Well, everyone that's watching, everyone behind, just know that your vote really does matter. And you guys really have a big decision coming up in November. You guys got to really go out there and vote for the right person.
Wow, that's
cool little alley-oop there.
It's funny that you do that. Now I know why you're so popular, because I've been on for years with people that really do like me, and they're even fair to me and everything else. But they wouldn't do what you just. They wouldn't say, "Vote for him." They do. They're short of that. They wouldn't do it. They do, and they vote for me, but they wouldn't say it. I think it's great that you can say something like that. I think it's ethical. It's fair. It's smart. And if you felt that way about somebody else, that's okay too. But you have journalists today, like that one that intercepted me. Literally, that was like a booby trap. I walk in and she starts saying, "We got to start a meeting." She didn't say, "Oh, thank you very much for being here."
No,
just like the worst. And frankly, if I owned that network, I would fire her so fast. It was so inappropriate. And I actually,
dang, you're fired.
Once you sort of walk out, then you put the guard up, and you actually give less information than what you would have. They did it with sugar, right? But she doesn't know about sugar. That one, that was sort of terrible. Became viral, #1 viral.
Yeah.
And it was the question that was viral.
Mm-hmm.
I think my answers were sort of good.
They were really good.
I think they considered to be. I can't brag, but they were considered to be very good. But
stop being modest. You fucking shut the house down. That bitch tried to race bait you, and you shut the fucking house down. I don't care what you think about Trump. The way he can turn that question around and make Kamala look racist. None other than Trump can do that.
But the level of hatred and craziness, and you don't know, is that from the head of the network or is that from her? But ABC, I've said for a long time, ABC is one. You have George Slopadopoulos. I don't know if you know him, but he's a nasty guy. You sit down, and yet to Biden, he interviews Biden. I said, "There's no way."
Texas Hillbilly, thanks for joining the chat. What's up, dude? Yeah, fucking he donated also. again, I'm hoping this situation is more than just some fucking campaign finance money laundering scheme. But I'd love to think it's more genuine than that. But again, Adin Ross is a complete fucking idiot, in my opinion. I mean, he's a better investor than me, but on paper. But again, if he's some Illuminati, chosen one, some guy that started off streaming on Twitch in 2018, playing fucking video games, and he's now a political commentator or pretending to be one.
Way that Biden can handle this guy, if the guy is like normal, like he normally is.
Yeah.
He was so nice to Biden. He asked him and then when Biden couldn't answer, which he can't answer most of the questions because he has no clue where he is, Slopodopoulos is giving him the answers. He's giving the question. And isn't it true that you really don't want to see war? Isn't that true? Yeah. No, the whole thing is crazy. Anyway.
I want to real quick talk about one thing. It was super important to me when I saw it. Censorship. I don't know if you saw what Elon had posted. Elon basically showed, if you were to Google Donald Trump about a week ago, all you see is Kamala. That's all you see is Kamala. It's crazy. Google was really trying to push her.
I just for real, if you think about this guy's audience is little fucking kids. Can you just think, I know you, who said it here? Airplane Willie, that maybe he's not dumb, just young and uneducated. That's part of the thing that's confusing about this. I mean, he paid the money to Trump to help his campaign, which just seems like a complete waste of money. Again, I've never given any money to a politician before. They're going to take your money in the long run. So, but this guy, Adin Ross, I mean, can you really listen to him talk in any of his other videos and listen to him talk, and he's talking to his fans and whatever? Just what portion of people over the age of 18, voting age, little jits in the United States are listening to this guy? Can you just really think about that in your head? What percentage? I would probably be surprised at the number of people. But just imagine, I mean, this guy just seems lost. He doesn't know his way around these topics or something. He asks kind of open questions, and he just lets Trump go off about whatever, and it doesn't really dig deep on anything. And, who over the age of 18 is oh yeah, Adin Ross, he seems really smart and he had Trump on, and so I'm going to go vote for Trump. What mongoloid is saying that in their head over the age of 18, registered to vote? Who?
So Google is really crooked. It's horrible. When they had the word assassination up, because there was a big moment a few weeks ago where I got whacked. I got whacked. And whether it's me or anybody else, it was a terrible thing. Terrible thing for our country. It was terrible for everything. And when you put up the word assassination, it went to Lincoln. It went to many other people, many of whom I didn't even know there was an attempted assassination. The only one it didn't have was Trump. Think of it. And when you put up the word assassination, it also sent you to Kamala.
That's funny, Trump, because Adin Ross doesn't even know who Lincoln is. He doesn't even know who you're referring to.
And people were really angry at it. Look, something wrong with Google. I don't know if it's the people running it inside or the smaller people, so to speak, the people that are actually doing the nuts and bolts. I doubt it. It's got to come from the top. And it's so illegitimate. They have to do something about it. And I mean, the market speaks. Everybody should maybe just go off Google, not use it. There's so many other things. Watch your show instead. But there are so many things. Now, Mark Zuckerberg called me, and he apologized. They actually had it where, AI is dangerous. It's going to be with us, but it's very dangerous. They actually had the Secret Service agents were very brave, because when I was being shot at, there were 8 shots. And as soon as they heard that first gun, I did think I did a good job, because I heard and I went down. When you hear bullets, you tend to drop to the floor if you're intelligent.
Of course.
If you're not intelligent. I don't think Joe would have dropped to the floor. I think it's
no. I think he would have just been like, "What's going on?
Hey, what's happening?
What is that?
Where are those bullets?
Is that a bird?
Oh, there they are. There they are. No, I don't think he would have dropped to the floor.
Right.
But anyway, it's when you hear this and when you see what's going on, and he called up, and there's a very iconic picture that was taken, but there's a number of them actually, but there's one in particular that was very iconic, and it's been on the covers with the fists up, and the secret agents, service agents, and you know, I know they're going through a little bit of a questioning period. Let me tell you, these people were brave because those bullets were coming at me, and I heard them. They were whizzing over my head. I had the one here, and I went down, and they were whizzing over, and I had 7 people, maybe a lot of people, a lot of very big people on top of me within seconds, and a lot of people that I know would not have done that. Aiden, I'm telling you, when bullets are coming right over you.
Why are you clapping? They should have had you off the stage before any of that shit happened. Why are we defending the Secret Service? Holy fucking shit. Gotta be kidding me. The bullets were done flying by the time any of them were protecting you. Stop it.
And you got people willing to. I asked a couple of them, they expected to die. They actually expected to die, and I understood that.
Yeah.
The other thing that happened that was amazing is within 5 seconds, the sniper, the Secret Service sniper, from a much further distance, 1 bullet, and didn't know about it. Now it was a communication problem, a big one, and had it taken place, 10 seconds earlier, would have been good. But there was a communications problem. But he supposedly, I don't think he knew. I mean, I've gone through it too. I don't think the sniper knew anything about it. He may have heard there could be a problem, but he didn't know anything about it. Think of it. A thing like that happens. He went by the gun and the fire of the gun. And I guess when the bullets come out, you see fire. And he was able to see that from probably more than 300 yards away. So that's 3 football fields. That's a lot. And 1 bullet took him out. And if he didn't shoot him, you would have had probably a lot of people dead.
Right.
Probably a lot of people would have been dead. He had a lot of bullets up there. He had a powerful gun, and he had a lot of bullets.
Bro, we saw the video that came out. You could see the supposed sniper jogging across the rooftop from the audience behind Trump. For sure, those snipers on the rooftop could see the guy. What? I'm going to have to talk about the assassination thing another day and break this down in detail. Because I guess Trump isn't putting the pieces together, or this is politics right here. You just lie and pretend you're not investigating the Secret Service personally for trying to get you killed.
It's up there, and the reason he stopped was he got hit 5 seconds. That's a pretty amazing job when you think, it's sort of a surreal experience.
Yeah.
Right? And you could say that for them too. And they go years and they don't have to do that. They don't have to shoot people. And then all of a sudden they're confronted and they see somebody firing. And a lot of people wouldn't react like that. They wouldn't, they'd say, let's call in and find out what's going on.
Right.
His reaction time, I think, was amazing. So there was a big communication problem, and they'll get that straightened out. But the Secret Service people were very brave. And that sniper was very talented to hit a target like that from so far away.
Right. Mr. President, I do want to say, first of all, you took a bullet for everyone in this room, everyone watching, everyone. The reaction that you gave, no other president is going to do that. They're going to either remain, where they are. You are a brave man. You stood up and went like this, and it was a pretty badass picture, by the way.
Well, I will say though that the audience was very brave. Also, the fans, the people, and it's much more than MAGA. Although I think MAGA is almost everybody, because it's what we talk about.
Yeah.
But all of those people were tens of thousands of people, as far as the eye could see, and then the people in the back. And those are the people you see because the cameras are focused on that. We have the bleacher in the back with, I don't know, 100 to 150 people or something. But those people never moved. And if you go to crowd, we had a crowd control type person, said whenever a bullet is fired, they know a bullet and they know a sounder. We had a lot of bullets fired. So when you think of it, plus the Secret Service, whenever a bullet's fired, everybody empties out immediately. They immediately leave and they empty out the whole stadium, and they call it a stampede, like in cattle.
Yeah.
And a lot of people get killed with stampedes. They get literally
Stumped
walked
over.
over. Many people die in soccer stadiums. But when a bullet goes off, everyone leaves. Almost every time.
Yeah.
Nobody left. And you had the man behind me. He's looking like this. He's looking. There was no fear. It was amazing. They knew that I was in trouble. They saw that. They saw the blood, because the blood, I guess you get hit in the ear. I can tell you, a lot of blood when you get hit in the ear. That's one thing we learned. We learned all these things, unfortunately. But they saw there was a big problem. Normally, when they hear that,
if by a lot of blood you mean two streams down the side of your face and then it stops bleeding. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. It's probably real.
All, they dispersed. Nobody left. I mean, you take a look at that. Now, that was a microcosm of what was out in front of me because the speech was being made to thousands of people.
Right.
And nobody there was leaving either. It was really amazing. They knew there was a problem. And when I got up, they were confused because Secret Service was lifting me. I guess I was getting up and I'm looking for my shoes. I didn't want to go on they had stretchers and stuff. I didn't want to go on stretchers. I didn't want to do that. But it was amazing. And they were confused because you could be up, but you're not looking too good. And I felt it was important to let people know that I was okay and our country was okay, in a true sense that our country was okay. And so I did that. And the audience was just, they were, I mean, USA, wild. It was a hell of a horrible experience, but I learned a lot about the love in this country. Think of it. A bullet goes off, everyone leaves. And his bullets going off. They just,
again, true hero.
They were heroes. The way they didn't move, you have to watch that group behind because that was the same as the group in front, the big group. And it wasn't like, geez, normally they say, let's get out of here.
Yeah,
how do we do
that's
this?
true.
They weren't. They saw I was in trouble.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to move. No. And many of them were standing up and they were looking, one man in particular with a floppy hat and wearing like a black T-shirt. And he's out there just looking. It's a fascinating thing to see. And when you hear crowd control people say, we can't even imagine that happened, that shows their love me, maybe, but for the country. And it was pretty amazing.
That's great.
Thank you.
So I got you a gift. Well, a couple gifts.
Oh, good.
Incredible. Nobody moved, so several people got shot.
That's good.
I'll show you, another gift. I'll show you, the second gift a little bit later. Okay. But I did get you a gift, and I got you this gift because, look, you are, I feel like you constantly get beat on, but you're so strong, and you just, like I said, you live for the people, and you're a hero. I want to present to you this gift right here. I hope you like watches, Rolexes.
Oh, that's a beautiful watch.
Yeah.
Should I open it?
You should open it and then show the camera.
That's a great watch, actually. Good company. There's good company.
You like Rolex?
They like Jack Nicklaus and Gary Player and Arnold Palmer and all the golf guys and all the other guys too. I do. This is beautiful. Wow. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Don't they have nice packaging?
They do. Really, really nice.
Trump unboxing.
Nice. Oh, should I show that to the audience?
Yeah, they can see it.
Well, chat, what do you think of the watch, chat? Incredible.
I didn't know this. Now I know it's worth it. Well, my boy said, well, that's such a big show. I don't know what you're doing, but you really are respected. Amazing. I mean,
I appreciate it.
I go into other shows, nobody does a big deal about it.
I do want to say also, shout out to Nelk boys. I know you love Nelk.
Oh, they're great.
You're the greatest.
Well, that was through Dana. Dana's very much into this world. Dana's a young guy, sort of,
Yeah.
He's a young guy, sort of. But Dana is into this world like he could be an 18-year-old or a 20-year-old.
Yeah.
He knows more about you and the Nelk brothers and the Nelk boys, and he asked me to do their show. And I will tell you, I got a tremendous...
Hey, what's going on in the chat here? You all quit arguing about J-off videos and stuff. What the hell? Bobby. Bobby, what are you doing? What are you doing in my chat? Hold on. Where did that comment go? How much did King Sponjo offer you for a J-off video? Oh, fuck. I love you, Bobby. Fat pig. You guys get along, okay? Let's try to get through this fucking video.
A response, you do some of these big shows, you do like 60 minutes and nobody cares. You do Nelk or you, and I can already see so many people going, I hear you're doing the show with Adin.
Oh, wow.
I said, I've had a lot of calls. So it's like a new wave. It's a new thing. Who would think it? And sometimes television is not the big deal. I sort of feel that television will always be television.
Yeah.
But numbers aren't like they used to be.
No, I would say, live streaming and YouTube is kind of like the new age television for, younger people. Yeah. So I did have some clips I wanted to react to. Okay. So this is the fun stuff I wanted to get into. Let's get into the reactions.
Oh,
right
God.
This is so cool. I'm actually reacting with you. All right.
I put you on Truth.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Thank you.
Truth is my voice.
Yeah.
And it's doing great.
Yeah.
Everybody should go on Truth.
This is me reacting to Trump, reacting to Adin Ross, reacting to some video. We're in an inception here.
Yeah.
But I will say that I put you on that we're doing the show together. And the response was Very cool.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so shout out to Nelk, but they kind of gave me this idea. I have 2 segments I want to do with you.
Okay.
The first one is use one word that comes to mind to describe that person. Okay? It's a fun game.
Fine.
Let's start. All right, who is the first picture? And we got the Nelk boys. One word.
Great.
I love that. Okay,
Really
great.
good.
Okay.
So you're friends with them?
Yeah.
Are they competitors of yours? Though?
Not even, honestly. You know.
Look, I'm right next to Donald Trump and Adin Ross. It looks like I'm part of the show or something. Hey, look.
Oh, every time that I speak to Kyle or Steve, it's just only love. They're really, really
no,
good.
they're just great.
Yeah.
But in a way, you would be competitors, but you don't.
They're more bigger on the YouTube side of things. I'm more live, so it's a lot. It's a different world,
so different.
But it's kind of like parallel.
Look at them. I mean, they're just great people. That was Dana White. He said, "You got to do them." I said, "Who are they?" I didn't know. And after I did them, it was like an explosion.
All right, let's see what we got next here. We got me.
Yeah. Well, I can just tell you that one word would be outstanding. My sons told me about you, and they told me about how big Dad. My Baron.
Yeah.
He said, "Dad, he's really big." I said, "Yeah, but what about else?" He said, "He's also a friend of mine, right?"
Yeah.
But big stuff, Aiden. So I just
notice the only thing he could say is like, he's big. He's got a large audience. Not like Barron probably, to be fair, even warned his dad that this guy's a complete fucking idiot. I mean, he's like, he's big. He's big as hell. But he's probably dumber than he is big. But he's big, Dad. You got to get on that show.
I have to say outstanding to do what you've done at a young age. And I know how old you are. You're young. You're seriously young. My suit is older than you are.
How old your suit?
I don't know.
Thank you, Mr. President. All right, let's see who we got next. We got you.
Patriot. I'm a patriot.
Okay. Joe Rogan.
Interesting. He really is. He's an amazing guy. He's a very interesting guy.
So we got next, Mr. White.
Oh, well, he's a fighter. I'll tell you, that guy, he fights. You wouldn't want to have him against you. A little bit true with all of these people that you show. And there's a good one. Elon, a genius, truly a genius. I see the rockets come down with the.
Look at how fucking retarded this is. Like, he's just pulling up pictures of random fucking people that Trump is just going to say is cool. I'm sure he'll bring up a picture of Kamala to mix it up here so Trump can say, first word that comes to mind, Indian. Dot, not feather. Yeah, I see this coming.
Engines, and they're coming down. The engines are landing without any.
He said engines, not Indians, but wait, just wait.
They have no wings, no nothing. That was a couple of years ago. I said, "What is that?" And I said, "What was that all about?" He says, "Well, we want to be able to save the engines, not that they go into the ocean and all." But he really is. He's a genius. He's also a very good person, Elon.
Let's see what we got next here. We got Kanye.
So he's very complicated. Let's say complicated.
He snuck that one in there.
Because he's a really nice guy, but he can get himself into trouble and he can get some other people. But he's got a good heart. He does. But he's complicated. Kanye.
I told you. Here we go. Here we go with the Democrats.
Fake, but in all fairness, look. But she knows it. She's got a thing going. It's a good thing. She's a good thing for her. But there's a certain something she's got. She's
big booty Latina. What if he said that? What if Donald Trump quoted Alex Stein and said, big booty Latina?
She's got a spark. That's pretty amazing, actually. She's got a good spark. So I'll change it. I'll say spark. She does have. She gets on. When she was running against a gentleman from Queens. And I asked his people, I said, are you careful? This guy was going to be Speaker of the House. It was going to be him, not Nancy Pelosi. And Joe, he is a good politician, a real pro, been around for a long time, many years in Congress. And I watched her on television one time. I saw a clip of her speaking, ranting, raving, going crazy. And I said, who's she running against? She's running against Joe. I said, oh, does he know what's going on? Oh, he's got no problem, sir. He's got no problem. I said, is he doing any debates? No, he doesn't have to bother with the debates. He's been there for years. I said, tell him I said that he should be careful because I saw her.
All right, look at this bullshit. I think I'm going to play another video soon because clearly, look at the timeline down here where I got the mouse. The rest of this podcast, this interview in quotation marks, the rest of this is literally just pictures of, he's going to talk about Kim Jong-un. Oh, yes, we had Korean barbecue and I solved world peace. Fucking, oh, yeah, Zelensky, he's a poopy head and we're not giving him any more money. Oh, fucking Gavin Newsom, he's a real douchebag. He only believes in COVID for citizens. When it comes to him, he thinks the virus is fake. Oh yeah. So let's go to the end here. I think he gives Trump a fucking Cybertruck or something. We'll skip all the way. I mean, if you guys want to watch Trump just talk shit about random fucking people, you can go watch that yourself. Okay, we're skipping ahead because it's fucking late. Oh, here we go. Another ad. Ocean Hero today. I hope that little sea turtle's dead by now. I hope he chokes on a fucking straw.
By 2050, there will be more plastic than fish in the oceans. There are 18 billion pounds of plastic waste entering our oceans every year.
Look at all them microplastics. Look, the ocean's fucked. If you eat seafood, if you eat fish often, I mean, once in a while I'll eat a thing of tuna. But if you eat a lot of seafood, you're eating plastic and mercury.
You kill it. Great shot. I don't know. Okay.
Am I having connection problems? It looked like I was for a second. God damn it. Fucking Spectrum.
Let's go.
So let's be fair. I mean, I was a little bit baked when I watched this through the whole thing here, but what did Trump actually say he's going to do? I mean, what, we're going to stop illegals? I think that was the main thing. Hopefully, in the situation in Israel, is that like all we're running on here? Are you going to try to ban another arbitrary gun part, like a bump stock? You're gonna ban barrel shrouds and fucking silencers? What are we doing this time around, Trump? What do you got up your sleeve? Yeah, I don't know. This has been a big nothing burger. It's literally just memeing. I'm here for some of the memes, okay? I really am. But it's like, oh, there's going to be this moment where I give Trump a Rolex. That'll be cool. And then I'm going to give Trump a Cybertruck. You know, he likes Elon Musk, and Elon Musk defends him on Twitter and stuff. So, yeah, that's a meme.
Since day one.
Really, day one?
Yes.
I love her.
She's your biggest fan.
She's really good. She's
Please,
a young woman.
please get a picture with her. She's
Yes. Can I do that?
Yeah, of course.
Can I? Come on, let's
take a
do
picture.
I'll take it. I got you guys.
You stay right there. We're gonna take a good one.
I'll take a great one.
Yeah.
I got some good ones.
Hurry up, Grandma.
Yeah, I think so.
No,
Right?
she does.
Huh? I'll bet you does.
She's working in the
She's probably tougher than I am. Have a good time, everybody. See you then.
Yeah. So what's your good side? What do you like walking on? What side do you like walking on?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, you look good from both sides. Yeah, it doesn't really matter at all.
If that were Biden, he'd have been sniffing all over them people.
X, come on outside with the truck.
Come on.
Yeah.
This will be
By the way,
interesting.
you like my buddy Felix's shirt?
I love that.
Felix, by the way, Mr. Trump.
That's fantastic. Wow.
Yeah, you got the grills on.
I like that. Hey, I know. That's what I noticed. I know.
XQC. This guy is probably... Look, this guy is notorious for stealing content by just playing a full video and he calls it a reaction video, but it'll just be like if I sat here and just watched this video and never said anything except for, wow, chat, did you see that? he gave him a Rolex, chat. That's all this guy fucking does. If you've listened to him debate on any topic on YouTube, it's like he has the hamster in his brain is from the same litter that the hamster in Adin's brain came from. They're from the same litter. 3 broken legs. They're born with broken legs, so they can't quite make it a full circle on the hamster wheel.
To see you. Thank you. Congratulations.
All right. Well, you can already see the gift.
They're thalidomide babies, thalidomide hamsters that are born with bad limbs.
Yeah, I can. Wow.
You can't miss it.
That's an Elon.
It is an Elon.
Wow.
Shout out to Mr. Musk.
That's beautiful. Hey, that is beautiful.
Am I going to close the door really quick? Just I want to show them the wrap. Check out this wrap and let me know your honest thoughts.
I think it's incredible. I think it's incredible.
Go to the front.
So you know what they did? AI. What Google did is they let it happen. See the Secret Service agents?
Yeah.
They're angry in there. They put smiles on their face.
Right.
You heard about that?
Yeah, no.
That's just terrible.
Yeah, I know. But that's how easy it is to manipulate everything.
It's a little bit scary.
Yeah, it is. It's very scary. We need like a system where we can quickly fact check things and see if it's real and authentic.
Yeah, and right now they don't have that.
No, they don't.
That's the problem.
So I know we're not going to drive anywhere, but I was wondering if you wanted to like listen to like a song in here.
Let's go.
All right, cool. This is how you open it up.
It is incredible.
Yeah, it is. I'll get on the other side.
This is a circle jerk right here.
Okay, agents off.
Good? We back? We good? Oh, we're good. All right. Now this is cool.
It's very good.
I've never even seen you in a car before.
Wow. Not too many. that's look at the playlist. Huh?
This is your playlist.
It's a good
The team picked out.
Yeah.
You want to pick a song? Let's test out
Okay,
this
so
sound
let's try.
All right, we're not listening to any music on here. I don't want, if I already didn't violate copyright issues, then we'll keep avoiding that. All right, this last little thing we're gonna play. I forgot this other video I found on Rumble. This guy has a few more interesting clips that show Adin Ross being a little bit sketchy when he's accused of being Illuminati. Well, let's skip through some of this.
Welcome back to the channel. Join me in this video as we
just gone viral, some fucking channel on Rumble.
Expose the new generation of those celebrities and influencers on social media that have sold their soul to the devil and the cabal. And stay tuned to the very end to find out a shocking revelation with regards to YouTube that will leave you questioning everything. In the world of influencers and content creators, transparency is crucial because of the Freemasons.
What's up, couple? I'm talking to Adin Ross right now. What's up, couple? How are you doing, man? How you doing, brother? Hey, listen to me, you weird fuck. Listen, Chad, let me tell you what happened with me and Adin. Now, off the bat, let me tell you what happened. So, look, this is what Adin tried to do to me and Snake Hoes, right? He tried to do some type of satanic ritual and have us sign this contract where we had to wear whips and chains. He offered, I swear to God, Chad, he offered us $150,000 and a fucking SSB chain. Me and Snake Hoes the one that declined, chat. So he had to fake like he had beef with us because the 2 black niggas didn't want to be slaves. He tried to get us the contracts. He offered us $150K and he wanted us to wear whips and chains for some type of dark web image to some like billionaire fucks, chat. That's what happened, chat. All right, so
Okay, to be fair, that's I'd like to think that's real, and it probably is, but you know, what the fuck? How do you wear whips and chains? This is obviously some fucking I don't even know who this other streamer is. I don't care. It's some idiot black guy that thinks you wear whips. I don't even know what the fuck that means.
Adin Ross is a streamer and YouTuber. He quickly rose to prominence for his entertaining live streams on Twitch, streaming 2K, NBA, and GTA.
We gonna do that ritual though. That ritual. I'm gonna get on the jet tonight. We're gonna do that ritual. I'm gonna come and do that ritual and shit with you.
Bro, don't even troll because people that generally believe I'm in the Illuminati and shit.
You live?
Yeah, I'm live, bro.
Oh, yeah, it was a prank.
Weird kid.
No, fuck, nigga, I know you live, bro. Obviously. Well, I'm just saying though. Nah,
Yo, let's not talk about it. Let's not talk about when that Escalade, that all black Escalade with the Illuminati came and captured your ass. Let's not talk about that.
Hey,
let's talk about the. Let's really talk about. No. Let's really talk about how you got that steak deal, bro. Come on, man.
He brought
You
up
sold your soul.
Hey.
Are you vaccinated or not?
No.
So, of course, obviously, I'm not dumb enough to think like, oh, all of this must be real. Look at these guys asking him. But it's just funny that this is a thing, this is an idea that's in the air, and all these other streamers accuse him of this because obviously it doesn't really make a lot of sense that this guy went from streaming NBA video games on Twitch, 5 years ago, something like that, and is now getting an interview with the fucking president. I mean, it's probably all fucking bots and little kids in China. And, you know, Trump is wasting his time with an interview. All these people, they're not going to fucking vote for him because they can't. But anyway.
Are you going to get canceled now? Like, is this the first time you ever admitted that?
No, I told him earlier. I'm not vaccinated, bro.
Okay, we're going to skip off that subject. He says that he didn't get that thing.
Man, tell me.
Okay, so I own a business now. It's called G7. G7 is basically like when you join the Illuminati, you're like part of the special group. Come on, the Illuminati you went to last year before they let you stream with all the celebrity people and stuff. Remember that?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know who you're talking. I'm not a streamer, man. You know me. I'm an engineer. I don't know what you're talking about. You know.
So G7 is like an exclusive club, right? You have to be a millionaire to be in.
I sold my soul. Yes.
G7, Freemason G7.
Who'd you sell it to?
And then here we are with the top G, Freemason G, significant letter.
Oh, yes.
Who'd you sell it to?
LA. How much did they pay? $1 million Bitcoin. Fuck, bro.
I'm stating this, and I don't want to insult you because I'm not here to bully you or pick on you. No, we actually like you.
We wouldn't be around you.
We kind of why you're famous.
Adin Ross then fell out.
Around you.
We kind of
because
like you a little.
Lots of people want to hang out with us, and we tell them
how much y'all like me.
I just don't understand how or why you're famous.
Don't understand how or why you're famous. Yes, that's a really good fucking question. No one fucking gets it. I mean, I guess bots, you know, bots will do it for you. All you need is a click farm and you're famous. And then here's, I think this is Zerka or somebody getting long form interviewed by somebody else. And I watched a little bit of it and it's kind of somewhat gets off topic here. So we'll skip this. I'll get out of here. It's been a late one. We're already past fucking 10 o'clock here. God damn it. How'd it get so fucking late listening to this idiot? Anyway, yeah, fucking, do I have outro music here? Where is it? There we go. So anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging in the chat. I appreciate you guys. Bobby, quit causing trouble in my fucking chat. All right? No, I appreciate all you guys. It's been fun. It's been fun reading the chat. Y'all are absolutely going crazy in there tonight. Yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in. I'll be doing this again. I should be on here pretty much every weeknight at 8 o'clock. That's the timing I'm going for here. That's my schedule. This Friday is Bubba 199. And so I will probably jump on a little early. I'll probably get on at like 7 and just go for an hour. And it'll be like a little pre-party for 199. And if anyone's interested, and then yeah, I'll probably jump over and watch them on Rumble. Normally where I watch them for 199. I'll probably get 199, at least a portion of it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we will be back tomorrow, 8 p.m. Please like and subscribe, share this bullshit. I'm doing all this fucking shit myself. The intro and outro songs, I make it myself. the thumbnails, research, whatever, everything, the bastion of knowledge that I've gained throughout the years. It's all me, okay? So I'll see you guys back here tomorrow. Thanks again. Dark Knight and for a second. And Matt here.